Can you tell us why you wanted to talk and tell your side of the story? Why speak to us?
Because most of the times when people see something happen like this, the person that do it don't ever get to tell their side of the story. He started making a scene, I told him calm down, and he tried to put his hand on it. I got fed up with him because he kept talking like you not about this, you not gonna do nothing. Like, bro, I just people, you don't think I'm ready to shoot again? So I went right in the kitchen and shot him right in the head. He didn't drop, he just kept moving in circles. Then I shot him in the back to make sure he hit the ground. To be in a sound mind right now is not even, because all I'm doing right now, I keep seeing flashbacks of everything, like everything when I did it and everything people were saying to me before they left. Like I'm still visualizing that now. It's playing back like it's on repeat right now in my head, and all I'm seeing is red. All I see is fire. I don't see no green. I don't see no colors right now. All I see is red. I can see red all over your face right now. I don't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I'm just here right now.
And even as you're seeing these flashbacks, no remorse for what you did?
Nah, because what's done is done. I ain't gonna cry about it. I gotta move through it now until they put me in the chair. However fast that take.
3 people dead in 4 days. A master's degree holder, a 73-year-old Vietnam veteran dying from cancer, a cousin who knew too much, and the man who took all their lives sat in jail, calm, relaxed, and ready to confess everything on camera. This is what happens when love blinds you to danger. This is the story of Czavi'er Hill and Beale, Norfolk, Virginia. Before we talk about how this all ended, we need to talk about who Czavi'er Hill was, because understanding what was lost makes everything that comes after hit different. Czavi'er Lantina Hill, born January 14, 1991, to Calvin and Bonka Hill, sister to Calvin Jr., and from the time she was little, she was special. Not just the usual all kids are special talk. I mean, she was literally identified as a gifted student in elementary school. High school, she became a certified on-air radio announcer, hosted a show at Hampton University's station. By the time she got to Norfolk State University, she was co-hosting an on-campus talk show called Golden Message, majored in mass communications, then went on to get not 1 but 2 master's degrees, human services counseling and strategic communications from Regent University. Think about that level of drive. She was a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority, where they called her Static Electricity. That nickname? It fit. She had this energy about her. At 25 years old, she bought her own home in Virginia Beach, started her own company called 114 & Company, where she helped small businesses with branding and digital marketing. She was a life coach, a motivational speaker, a brand consultant, a minister active in her church choir. And she had this podcast called Let's Talk Tuesday, where she'd encourage people going through tough times. Let me play you something she said.
When you love someone, you do whatever you can to be there for them. You do whatever you can to support them, whether it's a good day or a bad day, whether they feel good or they don't feel good, whether they get it right or they get it wrong. You're there for them. You may correct them, you may call them on their mess, but at the end of the day, you're there for them to support, guide, and love them through it all. And that's who God is for us.
That's who she was. March 2022, she had just landed a new job as lead photographer and editor at Eagle Harbor Public Affairs. Everything she'd been working toward was finally coming together. Her due season, like she used to say in her podcast, was right there. This was a woman who had her life together, who was helping other people get their lives together, who believed in purpose and faith and pushing through when things got hard. Remember that, because the man she chose to love was the complete opposite of everything she represented. Beale IV. While Czavi'er was earning degrees and building businesses, Beale was building a criminal record. 2013, he pled guilty to robbery, conspiracy, and use of a firearm in the commission of a felony. That's 5 years in prison right there. 2017, 4 years after that, he pled guilty to a serious offense involving a victim under the age of 13. He was required to register as an offender. Another year behind bars. 2019, even while on probation for these charges, He got caught driving under the influence on Naval Station Norfolk. Federal charge. 5 days in jail. But here's the thing that makes this even more tragic. Violence didn't just follow Beale, it ran in his family. 2014, his father, Beale III, was convicted of taking his wife's life. Beale's stepmother. So this man grew up watching his father commit the ultimate act of violence against a woman in their family. And somehow that seed got planted. Now look at his Facebook page from early 2022. Because this part is important. February 17th, 2022. He posts, "Your words start to lose value when your actions don't match." March 1st, "If the vision was impossible, you never would have received it." March 12th, "People who were raised on love see the world differently than people raised on survival." March 18th, just 4 days before he takes Czavi'er's life, "New crib, new car, new life. Gotta speak it into existence." And then March 22nd, the day he murdered her, he posts, "My focus wasn't to be an influencer. I'd just rather be strong enough for my family and let it show." You see the performance? All these inspirational posts about visions and blessings and being strong for family. But what was he actually doing? He had no steady job, no real career. He claimed to be a music producer, had some equipment, but nothing was coming from it. He was living in her house, off her success. He was posting about new life while contributing nothing to build one. So how did these two people end up together? According to Beale himself, they'd been dating for 15 months, living together at her townhouse on Baccalaureate Drive in Virginia Beach. September 2021, Czavi'er posts this long message for their anniversary. Let me read you part of it. "Happy anniversary to you, my love. Listen, I am not easy to deal with, but you are a champ. But seriously, thank you for making my days better. Thank you for loving me as completely and wonderfully as you have. We've grown so much over this past year. We've challenged each other. We've learned together. We've gotten it right and we've gotten it wrong. Through all the highs and lows, we stuck together. You're my person, my best friend, and the love of my life. I love you more than all the water in all the oceans in all the world. Happy anniversary and cheers to many, many, many more years together." I'm not here to judge her for loving him. Love makes us see what we want to see sometimes. She had a compassionate heart and a deep faith. The kind of woman who believed in seeing the good in people, in helping people reach their potential. That's beautiful, until it's dangerous. Early 2022, things started shifting. Czavi'er was moving into the next chapter of her life. New job coming, business growing, and her parents, they started asking questions. The kind of questions parents who love their children ask. What does he do for work? How is he going to provide? What are his plans? Real simple questions. Questions that should have real simple answers if a man is bringing something to the table. But Beale didn't have answers, and he knew it. He said it himself in his confession.
They never came to check on her. I only seen them come to check on her twice out of almost a year and a half. And I had been there for her emotionally, physically, and spiritually, but it was when she tried to move on to the next chapter in her life, when her mom asked how will he provide now that you about to get a good job, how will he provide? I was getting ready to launch a business. I didn't just up and just wake up and do this. I didn't up and just wake up and do this.
Her mother asked one question: how will he provide? Now here's something Czavi'er said on her podcast. This was from an episode called Make Room.
We're holding on and accessing those things that tear us down and make us feel defeated and make us feel depressed. I remember being in high school and my mom told me, and some of my friends, she said, if they don't add or multiply to your life, then you need to divide and subtract them out. And I've never forgotten that almost 14, 15 years later, because it's so true.
Her own mother gave her that wisdom years ago. And now that same mother was watching her daughter with a man who wasn't adding anything, wasn't multiplying anything. Czavi'er's attitude started to change. Beale noticed it.
It just made her start to act different. I had been there with her for almost 15, 16 months. And they had never came to check on her.
She was finally seeing what everyone else had been seeing. But by the time she saw it, it was too late. Tuesday, March 22nd. 2022. The Ring doorbell camera at Czavi'er's home captured them arriving around noon. You can hear them arguing as they go inside. Then, a muffled pop. After that sound, Czavi'er Hill was never seen or heard from again. What happened inside that house is something Beale confessed to in detail, and I want you to hear it from him, because the level of evil in this is something you need to understand. He tied her up, gagged her, taped her arms, then he grabbed her dog, Prince, a small black and tan Chihuahua. He was going to harm that dog, and Czavi'er, tied up and helpless, watched him threaten the one innocent thing in that house.
I just tied her up. I was going to let her go. Yeah, I was just wondering. I was going to let her go. I just wanted to shut the fuck up.
But I didn't just do that. She told me I put the dog inside of the room. I put the dog inside of the room. And I had it snapped already. I was saying red. So when I put the dog in the room, I was about to set the dog on fire. And she told me, she said, no, don't do nothing to the dog. You can take me and do whatever you want to do to me instead and let him live. So I did that. I did exactly that because she started making a lot of noise. I did exactly that.
You hear that? Now I know she didn't expect him to really pull the trigger, and that's why she said that. Maybe to de-escalate the situation, but he shot her. She offered her life for her dog, and he took it, like it meant nothing. Ladies, please be careful of the kind of men you let into your world. Don't let just anybody have their way with your body. All in the name of love. Good sex sometimes make you feel like you're in love. You must understand that your body is the temple of the Lord, priceless. And once you let the devil in, he will not only kill but steal and destroy everything. Czavi'er Hill, 31 years old, 2 master's degrees, her own business. A woman who spent her life lifting other people up, gone, just like that. And Beale, he left her body there, left Prince alive, and walked out. Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. 12 hours later, Beale went to Linda Court in Virginia Beach, to the home of 73-year-old Clifton Robert Baxter. Now let me tell you about Mr. Baxter, a Vietnam veteran who was already dying of late-stage cancer. He raised Cola Beale for 15 years after his biological father was absent from his life. Neighbors said he was the kind of man who'd take your trash cans to the curb if you weren't feeling well, who'd watch the kids on the street to make sure they were safe. He gave this man 15 years of his life.
He basically like raised me. Like I was raised with him for like 15 years, but at the same time, when I needed him the most, he wasn't there. So at the same time, when I needed this and that, just something to get on my feet, he tell me he ain't had nothing. But when I killed him, I found like $20,000. So this whole time, if you had gave me $1,000, I would have been good.
Whoa, did you hear that? How many of you guys know someone like this in your life? Okay, you've helped them, you've been there for them, but the one time you say no, or the few times you say no, they get upset with you. He says, for 15 years, this man raised me. He adopted me. He didn't have to do that. He took me in, okay? But when I needed him the most, he wasn't there. So what? You have a right to punish him because of that? But why did you end him? His reason is, after I ended him, I found 20 grand. He could have helped me. He was watching me struggle. Okay. Does it hurt when someone has something and they still won't help you? Someone you know they're close to you, you know they have something, and they appear to be watching you suffer. Does it hurt? Absolutely. But if you take that hurt and you punish that person because they didn't help you, you are being entitled. Yes, you won't help. But if someone doesn't give you something that is theirs, you do not have a right to punish them, to end them, to create a rumor about them, to turn on them, whatever the case may be. It may hurt. That's the most it should do. But emotional intelligence should tell you it is theirs. And nobody can save you. Sometimes we are hurting and we do want people around us to help us. Man, sometimes they don't. Can't go around punishing them. You got to figure it out. If they say no, you got to figure it out. You can't be mad at people because they say no. Emotional intelligence is everyone has a right to their own belongings. Whether or not he has a lot and you have a little. Whether you needed a lot from him and you felt like it wouldn't even hurt him. You don't know his plans, his goals, and none of that even matters. His answer was no. You do not have a right to try to end this man. You understand? Simply put. But your emotions tell you that you're angry. And so he acted out of it because he didn't deal with it. This emotional intelligence is observing. Don't live in the drama. Observe it. Say to yourself,
That man owed him nothing, had already given him everything. But in Beale's mind, that $20,000 belonged to him. He shot Clifton Baxter in the face while he slept on his couch, stole the safe with the money and numerous guns, left a veteran dead in his own home. Thursday, March 24, 2022. 2 days after killing Czavi'er, Beale came back to her house. And this part right here? This shows you the kind of calculated evil we're dealing with. Her mother had tried to check on her the day before Wednesday, but Beale had her phone and was texting her mother, pretending to be Czavi'er. She drove 30 minutes. 30 minutes from Suffolk to the house. Pulled up, had a key, but didn't go inside.
So her mom drives to the house. I'm watching you on camera pull up. You drove all the way about 30 minutes to the house from Suffolk to see if she was okay. You had a key to the house. You did not go in the house to see if she was okay. So that already told me you really ain't care, but you cared enough to say something to her about me to fuck up what we had going on. So now I was like, fuck it, that pissed me off even more. So I'm like, look, I'm gonna set that shit on fire. I don't even care because you didn't even care to open up the door to see if she was alright. She been in there.
We don't know why her mother didn't go inside that day, but thank God she didn't. That decision saved her life. The Ring camera shows Beale returning with a black bag, inside a gas can. He set Czavi'er's house on fire with her body still inside.
So I left the dog alive, but then I came back to the house and set it on fire, and then I watched the dog burn alive.
Prince. The dog Czavi'er's died trying to protect. He made sure that dog suffered anyway. Then he set her car on fire too. Firefighters arrived, found Czavi'er's body, gunshot wound to the head. Found Prince dead in his kennel. March 25th, police discovered Clifton Baxter's body after a wellness check. But Beale wasn't done. Monday, March 28th, 2022. 5 days after killing Czavi'er, Sewell's Point Road in Norfolk, an apartment where his cousin 32-year-old Downing McLean was staying. Now McLean knew about the other two murders. He'd allegedly been with Beale when Baxter was killed. And according to Beale, McLean started acting like it was all a joke. Started talking reckless.
So yes, I snapped. Yes, I snapped. And when I brought my cousin there with me, and I did it, it was like, okay. It was like, okay, like I've been ready. Like you had everything I needed.
So that person you cut, which is his last name.
Yeah.
So he went with you to Mr. Baxter.
Yeah.
You guys knew you were going to harm Mr. Baxter, or was something happening there?
Yeah. So at the same time, he had seen both bodies. My cousin had seen both bodies, but he laughed at him. He made it seem like it was a joke. To me, it was something like, okay, I didn't want to do it, but I did it because I was snapping. So in the midst of everything, I was supposed to take care of some things with him for some people that wanted to kill him. So I already done snapped. So I'm like, I'm ready to put in some work. I'm ready to go take care of some people that trying to take care of you before I get killed. So in the midst of doing that, he's snapping on everybody that's around us. I'm in here trying to help save you, cause I already done snapped. My life gone. You laughing and joking and talking stuff and like yelling and everything and you out of control, drinking, whatever. So I tell you to calm down, cause I already killed two people. So I'm already seeing red. You still talking to me irrationally, whatever it is. I said, let me find people who wanted to kill you. For some reason, you can't find them, but they can find you. So if they find you and I'm with you, they gonna kill me too, right? So I said, eventually, you gonna have to shut up talking like that. You talking crazy. So nothing went down. He just started making a scene. I told him to calm down. And still started talking reckless at the mouth. I told him calm down. Then he tried to put his hands he just tried to charge and put his hands on his girlfriend. So at the same time, I was like, look, I had to break that up. I'm like, I'm over here to kill somebody for you that want to kill you. But you in here trying to fight your girlfriend and you worry about stuff that don't even matter to me. I just killed two people.
Say you killed Downing.
And it should have been on Thursday.
Where was it?
At where he was staying at.
On Sewell's Point Road?
Yeah.
You got fed up with him.
I got fed up with him because he kept talking like Like, you not about this, you not gonna do nothing. Like, bro, I just killed 2 people. You don't think I'm ready to shoot again? So he just kept going off and started getting loud and raging. So I went right in the kitchen and shot him right in the head. He didn't drop, he just kept moving in circles. Then I shot him in the back to make sure he hit the ground.
Do you feel any remorse?
I don't feel no remorse about none of this at all. When you snap, you don't think about remorse. That's not something that comes to your mind when you snapping. And like, if you pissed off, if your man cheated on you and you knew something and he ain't say nothing and you find out, what you gonna do? You gonna talk nice? You gonna think about it? No, you gonna snap.
His own cousin, shot in the head, didn't go down, so he shot him in the back to finish him. McLean's girlfriend was there. Beale took her hostage, drove to Hampton.
So you had people hostage?
Yeah, I had a girl hostage with me.
Who was the girl?
That was his girlfriend.
Whose girlfriend?
That was McLean's girlfriend. I had her hostage with me the whole time.
Why?
Because I told her if she leave and go talk, I was gonna kill her.
So when you killed one of the Sulos, you took her with you
Yeah.
to Hampton.
I took her with me everywhere. I told her, I gave her something that said, look, you're gonna play like you're with me. I took her shopping, I took her out to eat, I took her everywhere. And even when her family was calling, I told her, you say anything other than that, I will kill you.
So, hold on. So where in Hampton were you hiding out at? Were you at like a relative's? Or
I wasn't hiding out nowhere in Hampton. I was in the Airbnb chilling. I had the upstairs, downstairs, kitchen, flat screen TVs. I had weed. I was good. I wasn't stressing about nothing. I can't hear you.
Was the Airbnb in Hampton, or where was the Airbnb?
It was in Hampton.
Rented an Airbnb, sat there watching the news cover his own crimes, and he was planning more.
I was definitely looking for more people, but I was choosing my people wisely. I wasn't choosing just regular people. Like when the U.S. Marshals came to get me, it was like 40 of them out there. They had an army truck out there. So if it weren't for the 2 kids that was next to me in the Airbnb and their family, and the girl that I had hostage with me, if it weren't for them, I would have went out shooting.
He had nearly 20 guns, a list of targets. If the U.S. Marshals hadn't caught him when they did, more people would be dead. He said that himself. For nearly a week, law enforcement across Hampton roads hunted this man. Local police, federal marshals, SWAT teams. They offered a $10,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. Thursday, March 31st, 2022, approximately 11:55 p.m., the Hampton Police SWAT team found him in the Buckrow area. The week-long terror was over. McLean's girlfriend was released, unharmed. Now here's what makes this case so unusual. Most people who do what Beale did, they lawyer up, stay quiet, try to build some kind of defense, not Cola Beale. He couldn't wait to talk. The confessions. From Virginia Beach Jail, Beale gave interviews to multiple media outlets. 13 News Now, the Virginian pilot. He talked to detectives for nearly 2 hours. Feet propped up, relaxed, sometimes yelling and cursing, sometimes calm. And he confessed to everything, in detail, on camera.
Most of the times when people see something happen like this, the person that do it don't ever get to tell their side of the story.
His side of the story. Let me show you what that sounded like.
I know she seen some shit, so I was like, nah, it don't need for you to even be going nowhere. So I made her stay with me.
What happened to Czavi'er?
So is they talking about Czavi'er?
Yeah, Czavi'er. I apologize.
She dead, ain't she?
She is. What happened?
She dead. I killed her.
How'd you kill her, man?
Huh?
How'd you kill her?
At the end of the day, man, so like, it was like a build up for real. Like I had a lot of build up, man. There was a lot of build up. That shit just triggered me, man. It was a build up, man. Everything was perfect. Getting ready to start my business. You know what I mean? I was looking into some new business goals, picked up on my truck, a whole bunch of cash. It started to go downhill when her parents tried to like orchestrate our relationship. Like she was doing good without them trying to orchestrate our relationship.
Doing good.
Everything was perfect. Yeah, everything was perfect. I put her in buying her house, all that. Like they just came in and like they kept making her break down. She going through depressed moments, like breaking down, crying and shit. Her moms, keep calling her, talking about me because I get money and I ain't have to work. I was getting money whatever I was doing. But it's crazy. You don't respect somebody's relationship. We had been good for almost 2 years. Like y'all jump in a relationship, y'all don't know what shit I'm taking over here. Y'all not even nowhere by. Y'all nowhere near us. Like y'all all the way out in this Suffolk, Chesapeake. Of course, wherever the area is. Why are y'all trying to orchestrate my relationship? And she's happy with me. So now that you speaking to her, you call her crying on the phone, you got her up and down and shit. And my life already hectic. I was living with a sex charge that I ain't even commit. I took a polygraph for this shit. And when I took a polygraph for this shit, they found out that I ain't even do this shit. And I'm still wearing this shit. Probation officer can't even get me to go in court to let the shit go. So since I came home in 2018, I've been wearing a sex charge for some shit I ain't do. This whole time. I can't even do half the shit I want to do. I lose 2 jobs behind probation. And then when they find out that I really ain't do this shit, then they still talk to me and treat me like I'm a sex offender that did this shit. Oh, we can't help you. But y'all can help me wear this motherfucking charge because I took a plea. Then they said I did this shit when I was 11 years old. Who the f*** charge a sex charge at 11 years old? So I got found guilty of a charge that I would have got found guilty of at 11 years old at 26. And they did not one time look into that shit. So now I'm trying to live my life after doing 6 years from robbing and all that other shit. Now I'm trying to get my life in order, so I lost 2 jobs behind probation. Then when they come to the crib, I've been good. Just a couple of days ago, they told me they want to come in the house and check and see how I'm doing. I've been good.
Is that probation?
Yeah, I've been good. I ain't been up. I could have been like raised hell, but I've been good. I ain't started no problems with nobody. But don't nobody want to hear me. Don't nobody want to speak up on my behalf. Don't nobody want to tell them that, hey, this girl lied on me and I'm wearing a sex charge for some shit I ain't do. Know what I mean? Ain't nobody even trying to clear shit up with the family. So when the family trying to come forward and be like, we got you, they ain't never had my motherfucker back. My mom was there. My brother tried to come through, but he couldn't how to do what he wanted to do. Why? Because his daughter lied on me and said I did some shit around her when I was like 10 or 11. What the fuck? So how I'm going to live my life with a sex charge? I just lived my life in the penitentiary. I was in there 3 years, in the jail 3 years. I was gone 6 years. I come home, I'm wearing a motherfucking sex charge for some I ain't do. That's enough shit to make me want to kill a whole bunch of shit. How you like living with some shit you ain't do?
I agree.
And then they put me on the fucking polygraph, and the polygraph let them know I ain't do this shit. But I'm still getting carried like that. Now y'all want to come in the house. I've been on probation for 4 years. They ain't coming at that one time, and I ain't never been at that motherfucking house.
Which one was that? Baccalaureate?
Nah, at 701. I ain't never stayed at that one time, but ain't one time they say they want to come in. Now y'all treat me like I'm the motherfucker that did this shit. Now I'm gonna do some shit. Now I'm gonna f some shit. Now I'm gonna get all the guns and now I'm gonna kill everything. Why? Because ain't nobody trying to hear me. But they hear me now when I start killing this shit. They hear me now. It's crazy. Family want to get on the news and talk about, oh, we wish you come forward. Where the f was you at when I need a job and y'all put to clear my fucking name? To live a real life. To start my motherfucking business. Won't nobody around to hear me then? They only be quiet, don't say shit. But you let this whole female goddamn lie on me and make me live with some shit for the rest of my life? So f it. If I was to kill family, and then like family was trying to ride for me anyway.
You mean your family?
Yeah, it wasn't like they were trying to ride for me anyway. If I'm gonna live with some shit, I might as well live with some shit that I know I did, some shit that I know I'm gonna goddamn face. And however it go, at least I know I can say I did that shit, that bullshit I had to wear since goddamn I've been home for 4 years.
So the issues between you and your girl, that was more of her family getting involved?
Man, who was good, man? Who was good? Her family kept trying to get involved in our relationship, man. But they would never check on her or come over the house. They never would check over and come in the house but they try to orchestrate her over the phone, but never would come over and actually see her face. So even after she been there since Tuesday. Her body been in that bitch since Tuesday. I've been riding around all past everything since Tuesday. I've been out this bitch riding with dead bodies laying down since Tuesday. Since Tuesday, man. Her people pull up to the house. Y'all know, y'all text her phone. I got her fucking phone. But what happened when y'all text her? Y'all not even gonna come in and check. Y'all not even gonna come in and check on her. She laid in there dead. The house ain't on fire yet. But because her mom came up and act like she didn't want to come in, and I ain't gonna go tell you.
What's that about? You said your mom came up where?
Her mom came up to the house while she was in there dead. But because you wanna talk so much and act like you can say so much, you still ain't wanna go in and check on your own daughter. Whole time you orchestrated her to like basically tell me like, yo, I'm about to get you a new job, or you about to start a new job. Well, you should get you somebody that got a job. I'm about to start a business. And what I do, I got talent. I had whatever I was doing good. My production. So you came to the house. Whole time she dead on the other side of the door. But you don't know that. Why? Because you just want to see what's going on. But her car ain't there. Why? Because I moved her f***ing car. Set the on fire. That's why. But you didn't come in the house, but you want to do all this talking. You want to do all this texting. You want to figure out what's going on. You texting me, motherfucker. I don't want to hear that. That's why when you text her, you get a different response and ain't seem right. Why the f*** you come to the crib, but you ain't come in? Because you ain't give a f*** about her. If you did, if you would have checked on your loved one, you would know she was dead on Tuesday or Wednesday when you came. Her body was laying there. Y'all ain't see it till I let that fire. Like straight up.
What made you decide to do the fire?
I figured ain't nobody gonna come for her. Everybody wanted to act like they wanted to come for her. Ain't nobody ever come. So if you ain't gonna check on your loved one but try to orchestrate their relationship for what your standards is, which I don't give a f about, then see that shit go up in flames then. And then wish you would have walked through that door. Cause I said to walk through that door, it would have been no flames, it would have been no more bodies. But because she ain't walked through that door, that's what the f happened.
Who set the fire to the car?
I did.
Okay.
I did all that shit. I did all that shit by myself, bro. I could have did more, but I just was like, I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm just gonna enjoy my last days. You know what I mean? I'm like, it, man.
What happened to Clifton?
Well, I needed to get everything from her anyway. And then he was like, you was some shit, like you want to be there, like you want to be there in my life and shit. But at the end of the day, like I come home, you tell me how much I f***ed up. I ain't trying to hear that. I just did 6 years. But then you act like you want to help me. You act like you want to help me, but when it comes time to helping me, you just pinch little shit. You just pinch little shit. Then
what do you mean pinch little?
Like you might give me $100 here. Okay, I'm 26, just come home. Okay, so now I'm dealing with all this shit. Now I'm staying with him, and then I end up making sure I was in my mom's spot. You know what I'm saying? I end up making sure I go to my mom's spot because not too long after I came home, she get carjacked and robbed. So now I gotta make sure I'm at her house to make sure she good. I got 2 jobs. I'm working at Bonefish and some other shit. So now I'm working at Bonefish. So when she got carjacked and robbed, I try to be there for my mom. The job fired me because I didn't want me to be there for my mom. They don't think I'm telling the truth. I said the shit on the news.
Did
they don't
live
believe
in
me.
the same area?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to check on her and him. So they ain't believe me, so they fired me. They fired me from a job because I was trying to check on my mom because she got carjacked and robbed to the point where she couldn't even go back to work no more. So they ain't even believe me. So me trying to do good, every time I try to do good, something fucked up kept coming in front of me. Every time.
When was Clifton shot? I know you did care about him. I did know that.
Yeah, I did.
I know growing up he treated you really good. I can't say what happened, like you said, when you got out.
Like every time I was asking for a little bit of help, he'd tell me he ain't got it. And I know you got it. If you could tell me you could pull $100,000 out of the bank, and I used to rob me, you can't do it now if I ask you for 100. I know you got it. I know you lied to me. So you keep telling me you lying, and I'm gonna take it off. So when I finally got in that shit, you know what I mean? When I finally got in that shit with my cousin, I popped this.
When was that?
It was either shit. If she was dead Tuesday. She was dead on last Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday. Probably like Wednesday or Thursday. Me and my cousin went in there.
You got Downing?
Yeah, me and my cousin went in that shit. And I made sure, as soon as I walk in there, he laid down on the couch. So as soon as he see him come behind me, he like, whoa, what the fuck? Boom, I shot him in the head. I ain't give a fuck. Because you have been lying to me for 4 years and I've been needing help. I've been trying to pay for all my shit and make sure I take care of my son. Then shit happened on this end where my son mom almost get killed. So now I gotta deal with this shit. So not only did I got my mom, I got my dad lying to me, then I got my son mom, she almost got killed out Chesapeake by her baby daddy now. So it's like, what the fuck, I get a break? I'm not doing shit. I'm not even up. I'm not even doing nothing. I can get level, but I can't do shit. Every time I try to do something up happens. And it's like it's all my fault. And I'm still trying to had to take ASAP, had to take sex offense class, whatever the that is. They put me in these classes 4 years later because they fucked up on their end. So this whole time I ain't never take soap or whatever the shit is. Just had me in the class. So y'all try to make me reset my life as if I just came home. And then tell me y'all doing it. But y'all up. Y'all officers up. So now, 4 years later, I'd already lived through coming home. I'm living now. Now y'all make me reset it because y'all up. So now I'm about to show y'all what happens when I really up. So when I really up, this is what y'all see. This is what happens when somebody getting tired of shit and ain't nobody gonna hear them. Now y'all can hear it, y'all can see it, y'all can feel it. If families is feeling this shit, y'all feeling what I felt so dead. And when you feel dead, you don't care what die.
When did it all start? Because I know at the time you and Miss Hill were doing good.
Man, we was straight.
You looked really happy in some of your
We was straight, man, up until a couple of weeks. Like her mom kept calling and crying and it's her fault. And she shouldn't have said nothing about me. Like, don't you know when you're talking to your daughter and she will tell me exactly what you're saying? So when she told me what you said, I thought they couldn't you. I thought they couldn't you, but loving her enough, I said But then she started to take that little roll that you throwing her in her ear and she tried to act like that towards me and switch up.
Is that what started to basically get you angry? Is the mom's interference and then everything else piled on?
She started moving like that, like her parents were controlling her. And the whole time, her life was going this way. She ain't need them to tell her to go that way. I'm being like one with her on this way. They trying to separate us and they trying to have her go this way. We already got the plan. So y'all the plan, y'all up her whole mental. She already believe in y'all because y'all are only family. So at the same time, if I can't have her over here with me, y'all trying to have her over there with y'all and running the church, what the f*** did she come back to me? So it was like, then y'all tell her well, how she feeling if she got to go to work. And she at that house, she feeling she got to go to work. And I don't mind. I mean, I like for the how females stay at the house. I make all the money. I do whatever I can to pay the bills. And they said, well, what if you don't like that? I told her, fine, you can go to work. Where people still want to mention her mom still want to mention me. Well, you need to find somebody that got a job. I'm about to start a business, and I got money, and I can feed. I put food in the crib. Why the f*** is your business? It's your business now. But I've been with her almost 2 years in the house.
And they just kind of kept staying in her ear more.
Like her mom just was her head, and she was breaking down in that bitch. But they would never come over and check on her. Never come and say, hey, let's go here, let's go there. So when she started acting all funny and shit, and but then we ride out, and I mean, she had just talked to her parent. Come back in the house. She tried to like go in the house. I'm gonna just leave. She ain't never done no shit like that in no 2 years. She ain't never do no shit like that. That was her mom.
Was that Tuesday?
That was like Monday when she talked to her, but her mom talking to her had her in this mode like me. Yeah. This whole time she was for me, and y'all supposed to be for us. But now that you talking about me because she about to get a new job, she won't go to work unless I said she wouldn't go to work because she me and we was making money inside the house for her business and everything. We was doing good. But because you put that in her ear, now you got her mental off, her attitude like, I probably don't need you anyway. I'm about to go to the yard and get a job here. And like her mom basically kept telling her like that, man. So like dealing with that stress. Then they just put me in this dumbass soap class. Then I'm still wearing this charge. And I'm trying to get my business launched. All this shit going on. I do beats.
So I had
a whole studio.
Right.
I had a whole studio in the house.
Oh, in the house. How long you been doing that?
Over 10 years.
Oh, really?
I had people all over the world waiting for my beats.
How'd you get into that?
I learned it. That's the only way I had to get rid of it.
Self-taught or?
That was self-taught. But I had somebody to teach me coming up. But it was just a thing I could release my pain on.
Is it all computer stuff or did you do?
All computer.
Yeah.
All computer. I got a website. I got websites and everything. But that went down the drain and I killed him. It all went down the drain. It was like I had just put food in the house. I had to fill the gas tanks up. I was about to fix on both the cars, about to fix on the house. Her parents trying to ask all this extra shit, but y'all don't never come check on her. Like, how many days went by before y'all found her?
24th, so.
So if it was the 24th on Tuesday, I killed her. Okay, that night passed. I didn't stay there that night. I was going off with my cousin Wednesday. So I came back, got my shit. And I had him and his brother in there. But they ain't know nobody was in that shit. Whole time I had the door shut. But
Who didn't know?
His brother didn't know I had that shit. His brother didn't know I had a body.
Is that John?
Yeah.
They're both cousins of yours though, right?
Yeah.
John.
He ain't know it was a body then. I ain't let him in none of his business. So he ain't know shit. He ain't know nothing about nothing.
What was going on when you shot Miss Hill? Were you guys arguing?
Yeah, behind her parents and shit. Mine up, and she just didn't know how to like function no more. Like they really f***ed her up. Like she was talking every day to me, but when her mom kept talking to her, it was like she ain't want to talk to me no more. She had been talking to me 15, 16 months straight. Now y'all get her a new job. She wasn't even trying to work. She was trying to run her business and help run the church.
What was her business?
Her business, this is Czavi'er. It was Czavi'er Hill. She did like brand consulting, speaking engagements, all that shit like that. I helped her get her business off the ground. See, I helped her, but she didn't ever tell her parents the good shit that I was doing for her. So if she kept it a secret and kept me a secret, like of all the good things I was doing, they never knew what I was doing for her, so they thought I was just hanging around.
They just heard the bad or nothing.
It was never nothing. It was nothing. And it's sad because when you with somebody, if you don't tell your parents how good they doing for you, your parents will think they ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
So now they taking me and they looking at me like, okay, what are you doing? I'm over here, I'm fixing her car, I'm taking care of the house, taking care of the dog, I'm taking care of every fucking thing. Like I got my son can't come because of the dog over there. And it's like, I'm doing everything I can to make sure everything good in the house. While her parents are just over there just calling her to ask her to do extra shit. She in college for a 3rd degree, so she's also in school, online class, and y'all still got her running the church. But as soon as she said she wanted to add a job, I just seen her talk with me over this shit. And I done went back and forth. We had to go out to eat and all that shit to make sure she was clear. Y'all come on the back end after we finally got straight. And mom started asking her, so what about him? What is he gonna do? I'm about to launch my business. I'm about to take her on trips, all type of shit. Why the you doing that? You just up everything. So then she started carrying an attitude like that her mom gave her. But they ain't never come around. They only came around once or twice since I've been there in 2 years. So for you to say some shit, when I've been there the whole time, y'all was breaking her down, that was bullshit. That was bullshit.
Why did you take it out on her?
It was just, I was at my breaking point.
Okay.
I was at my breaking point. And then like a couple of days before that, probation tried that shit like on a Friday.
You said coming to your house?
Come to the house on a Friday and ask me why the f*** I ain't there. Because I ain't there, I could be in trouble. It's like 1 or 2 o'clock. Or 12, between 12 and 2. Why the f*** am I at the house? Behind this dumb charge for some shit I ain't do. So now you come to the house, you calling me, my probation officer's like, yeah, well, you ain't there. So because you ain't there and I ain't seen you the last 2 times, I got to go by protocol. I'm like, well, what the f*** mean? In 4 years, they ain't seen me 1 time open up that door. So what fucking protocol? I got to treat you like you're high risk or your supervisor, whatever the shit. I've been on low for like almost a whole, 4 or 5 months.
No violations or anything?
Nothing. And I wasn't even supposed to be on low because they didn't do their shit right and put me in my soap class or do whatever the they needed to do to get off of probation. They resetted my shit as if I was just coming home after 4 years. So now my life up again. I'm paying for a class every week. Not only that, you telling me this is your job to come to my house or you scheduled to come on a Monday. Why you coming on a Monday? You don't think I got shit to do? I'm a grown man. I don't have to stay in this house. Well, I need you to be there so I can come in the house and check it out. Even if you check the out, if I put clothes in that motherfucker, that still don't say I'm there. What, you want to see the bed messed up? The fuck you want to see you want to see my favorite cup or some shit?
Yeah.
That shit's bullshit. If you want to do your job, do your job. But don't badger me on the shit that I'm already dealing with. All this shit going around from other people not doing what the fuck they supposed to be doing. Mom player lane. Probation, get that shit straight. You put me on a polygraph. If you see I ain't do the shit, why I didn't go fix it? Now I'm living with this dumb ass charge. Y'all put this shit on the news, trying to make me look like I'm this, and it's not what the f*** I am.
Yeah, I didn't watch you on the news. I'll be the first.
So ain't nobody gonna hear me say, I feel like ain't nobody gonna hear me till some shit happen. Yeah. And I had already left. already. I was done. I tried. 4 years I tried. Lost a few jobs behind probation. I lost almost everything fucking with probation. I lost shit fucking with other people and what they feel. So right now, I mean, that's what happened. I kind of broke down. I got tired. Felt like if y'all gonna be coming to the house, come to this motherfucker for a real reason.
Where was she shot at?
Who?
Miss Hill.
I shot everybody in the head.
Where at in the house for her?
She was shot in the room.
The room where she was found?
Yeah.
What was the deal with the tape on her and the gag?
I didn't rape her. I just tied her up. I was gonna let her go.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
I was gonna let her go. I just wanted to shut the fuck up. But she was already in this mode. I'm like, look, man, I ain't trying to hear it, man. Put the gun to her head. Then she was like, I was listening to you. I was like, man, the fact of listening to me was the fact that you let people over here, that's over here. So now you done let some whole lane of energy come in that I can't even stop. So now you fucking it up. So I told her, I said, look, man, I'm gonna show you something. So I pulled the dog in the room. I poured chlorine all over that shit. I poured bleach all over that shit. I took the lighter out and tried to set it on fire.
When was that? Tuesday?
Yeah. So the shit went light. But for some reason, she hops off the bed. She hops off the fucking bed. And this is what she tells me. He has nothing to do with this. Take me, let him live.
Who's him, the dog?
Yeah. She said, take me, take my life instead. Let the dog live. He had nothing to do with this. I said, word? I told you I would let you go and live your fucking life. And I was just going to be on the run. You tell me to take the dog and leave him, but take you instead. So at this point, she not listening. She like, no. I'm like, shut the fuck up. It started going back and forth. I said, you already got duct tape around everywhere. Why is you even fighting me? I told you don't make no scene. Because I was going to leave her just like that, but not do nothing to her and let her get out. I was going to walk out the door and keep pushing.
What time was this? Time of day?
It had to been like afternoon. I killed her in the afternoon. So when she told me that, when she told me, leave the dog, take her, I shut her up because she started making too much noise.
What did you do with Prince?
I didn't do nothing with Prince. Prince stayed alive until I came back and set the house on fire.
Was he just in the crate?
Yeah. I actually stood there, so I poured gasoline all over the house. And when I tried to light it, I got stuck in the room. I got stuck in the flames in the room with them. The flames like burst, like they came up. They came up in front of my face. They came up around my whole body. I was stuck in the flames. Like I literally jumped out of flames while I was in flames. And when I break it halfway past the second room, all the flames, I didn't get no burns. I ran straight through the fire. And that shit touched my ankles, my feet, and just dug my whole body. Like I seen a whole wave of just red. But I broke free from the shit. And but I was able to turn around because I didn't pour the gasoline all the way to the door. So I guess it stopped like a little bit ways up front. Door? So like it ain't go past the second bedroom door. It probably stopped. Because
so you were gonna do it out the house and then leave. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I was gonna do it in the house, then leave. Mm-hmm. So when I did this shit, and I seen the flame happen, I turned around, I seen the dog. The dog was getting burnt alive. So I was like, okay, I watched that shit because that shit was funny. I was gonna let her live, but when you tell me leave the dog and take you, you don't really give a fuck about us no way. You ain't give a fuck about your life no way. So fuck it. She made it seem, so that's what I bought her.
How'd you get the gas in there?
I went to the gas station. Put up 2 gas cans.
Okay. Where'd you leave those at?
I was doing too much. I don't even remember. That's a good question. Where did I leave the gas cans? I had them in the truck. I gotta take a piss too.
All right, give me a minute. I'll get you back. Mr. Bill, I do appreciate you talking with me. I really do.
No problem. That's the only time I'm gonna be heard anyway. I figured I might as well get a reason why this shit escalated the way it went to, but I wasn't heard when I was trying to be regular, so nah, this is what happened. You know what I mean?
I know you're angry. I mean, that's clear, but do you have any sort of remorse or anything looking back? I mean, Mr. Baxter, Hill, I mean.
So like remorse, like what?
Like how you feeling about it now? Because you were angry telling the story as you were thinking about.
That turning me cold, but I don't feel nothing right now. All that shit, dealing with all that shit at one time, and then family acting like they there, but they not, and then extra shit adding to my life that I ain't supposed to be dealing with. On top of extra shit, I don't feel nothing no more. I've been stopped feeling shit, and I was trying to stress that the probation. I'm not understanding why y'all keep putting more shit on me that I'm already dealing with, like adding a class, making me reset my probation, put me back at a high when I was already working my way down to a low to get the fuck. I was on shadow track, so y'all made me reset the shit because of some shit y'all fucked up on. So now my whole life I'm going up, and y'all just like no, y'all keep pulling me back. Help me lose 2 fucking jobs. I mean, all type of shit. Like, this is too much shit, man. And that shit that happened that Monday, with that Friday. So just go. Keep going.
Just keep running, or?
I mean, depending on how I was feeling, I'm probably going to shoot some more people. I'm probably going to kill some more people because that's how mad I am behind all this extra shit. Like, if I try to live a regular life, because I ain't be no police, because I ain't had no corporate job, I chose a life of making beats and not having to work and making money for myself because I got judged on that, trying to live a regular life. And I'm like, fuck it, man. You know what I mean?
What was going through your mind when they kept putting more and more stuff on the news about you?
It was just the part where it was like, that sex offense, that shit is bullshit. I know that wasn't me. And it was like, that shit kind of pissed me off to the most. It made me want to fuck some more shit up. Like, now y'all putting false news up there, but because I had to plea to come home, I had no time for that charge. They picked me up on my release date to come to the jail for some shit they say happened when I was like 11 years old. So you telling me you picked me up from the jail, you convict me as an adult for some shit that you say happened when I was 11. I didn't fight it because I was ready to come home after 6 years. I ain't seeing my family. I'm coming home, so I took the plea to come home. No time to serve.
Is that for the robbery stuff you mentioned?
No, that's for the sex charge. Look, with the minor shit, that was some bullshit. Okay. I was 11 years old, so what was I? So, like, all that extra shit, so it was like, it was just getting crazy, man. It was getting crazy. That shit was pissing me off the most. That shit made me really want to go out there and do some shit. Every time I was about to go do some shit, I just thought about it, like, yo. Every time I looked out the front, I seen the 2 kids playing out front, and I seen their mom. I'm like, yo, they just so happy. They having a good life. This is what it's supposed to be like. So I can't come out and show my face. So I got me all on the news. I don't want to scare her. Her dude gone. I mean, I don't see the truck there. So when y'all finally came to get me, I didn't want no bullets flying through the shit. I didn't want them to be in there ducking and somebody get hit. They was having fun. Fuck it. I gotta sell myself. Fuck it. Just, I mean.
When's the last time you seen him?
It's been probably like a week. Cause I've been dealing with this for like a week. I see my son every week. I was very much in his life. Like I was always in his life. You know what I mean? Pay for daycare. Make sure he got food, clothes, shoes, whatever he needed. Anything he needed, I would have got it. And I had to do nothing stupid to get it. So I made sure I took care of my part. I was about to get ready to start getting them more once I fixed my truck up. But I was just trying to get everything situated. I was actually trying. She probably heard about it if he was talking about it.
But not from you.
If he was talking about the shit, then she heard it. But that made her more scared when I was talking about it around her. It was already too late now. You done heard it. You heard it from him, now you gonna hear it from me.
What prompted John and Downing to come over to the house on Back Gloria?
I had just told him I needed to get my shit together. I was giving away a whole bunch of stuff. And after I did what I did, I felt like I got all this shit in here. I need to let somebody get this, somebody get that. So I just started dispersing my stuff amongst them. You know what I mean? Like my studio, everything. Felt like somebody needed to be able to pass it on, like, because I knew that was over for me.
You said John didn't know.
He didn't know shit the whole time. He didn't know, and he was blind. It was crazy. As blind as he was sitting in the house, he did not know nothing was back there. Not even his brother, but his brother, like, was kind of like trying to look. And I had like, nah, bro, don't look to the back. But when I got back to his house, I kind of told him, like, yeah, you know, Shawty was back there. And then he was like, oh, and then it was at some point while I went back to the house. It was before the fire. I went back to the house and I showed him her body laying there.
You showed him?
I showed him her body and shit. And he was like laughing at the shit, like, and I'm like, bro, like, I'm not laughing at it. I just took out somebody I was with that I wanted to marry. You laughing at this shit, like, in my mind, I'm like, this could have been you, bro. I'm trying to help you take out some people just like this, but this is you laughing. So then we end up going to my pop's crib. We end up going to my pop's crib like Wednesday night. Wednesday night.
What was your initial reason for going there?
Because I wanted all the guns. She had at least about 40 guns in the house.
How many?
At least over 40 guns in the house.
Shit.
I couldn't find all of them, but I got most of them. If not, I dispersed them all amongst people I knew. But I took mostly all the guns up out of the house. I couldn't find some of them, but I got most of them. But some of them, I gave the rest away. I just kept 3. I kept 2. I lost 2 on the way, and I just kept 2. The one I already had.
Where'd you get the gun from that you used for everything?
The gun that I used?
Yeah.
Oh, I had. That's the gun she had.
Who's she?
Czavi'er.
Oh, that was her gun.
That was her gun.
What'd that gun look like?
That's the grand black one. Y'all probably got it. Oh, they got it.
You said grand black? Oh.
Yeah, it's a 9. Okay. Yeah.
Was it with you or did you leave it in a car?
What car?
Malibu.
Nah, I didn't. I don't know. I was driving to Malibu. Matter of fact, I never even drove to Malibu.
You ain't drive to Malibu into Tonka now?
Twin Canal?
Yeah.
The Malibu was sitting right there across the street from the apartments.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now we got it.
Yeah, but I didn't drive to no Twin Canal. I didn't ever drive one time.
You go to Twin Canal?
I went out there, but I didn't drive it.
Now, what you go out there for?
Nah, we were just chilling.
Who you go out there with?
This my cousin.
Down it? What else? You said you and Downing went over to Mr. Baxter's house?
Yeah.
What car were you driving then?
I had been driving a red car.
The Toyota?
Yeah, because I don't remember packing. I'm trying to remember what truck did I pack. What did I pack? I had a trunk full of stuff. He didn't. I had the car. I had the red car. I never moved my truck. My truck stayed at the house. His car, I don't know. I don't think it went. But I know either the red car or the gray car. It was so much stuff happening.
So you guys went together though?
Yeah.
Why didn't you take your car when you left there?
Because I was trying to like get it fixed on to get the sticker right. Because I couldn't drive it. I didn't get pulled. Yeah, I needed an inspection. I needed like $600 to get it fixed. But I was having a hard time doing that and putting all my money to my business and paying everything else. So I figured like I wasn't gonna drive that shit. Like I risk getting pulled.
Where did you get the cash that you had with you in the place over in Hampton tonight?
I got the cash from my pops.
Is that Mr. Baxter?
Whole time he had a safe with thousands of dollars in it.
Where's that at?
It's gone. I took all the money out of it. It was at least about 15, 20,000. The whole time I needed money, he had it right there. $1,000 would have put me on my feet and I would have been good. I was making the rest. But yeah.
Where's the rest of the money at?
It's gone.
Gone where?
It's gone. I dispersed everything. I dispersed all the guns. I dispersed all the money.
Beale has now been found guilty of his third murder after a killing spree back in March of 2022, where he killed his girlfriend Czavi'er Hill, his father figure Clifton Baxter, and his cousin Downing McLean.
For those victims' families, this is hopefully a spot on the road towards healing.
During closing arguments on Wednesday, prosecutors told the jury how McLean was not an angel because of how he was tied to the killings in Virginia Beach, but said McLean deserved to be prosecuted, not executed, after Beale shot him twice, once in the face and once in the back, on March 28, 2022. Meanwhile, Beale's attorney told the jury that he should not be charged with first-degree murder, but rather second-degree or voluntary manslaughter. They argue Beale didn't plan to kill his cousin. Instead, it happened after his cousin was drunk and was telling Beale to kill people for him. After more than an hour of deliberating, the jury found Beale guilty of first-degree and using a gun to commit a felony.
Mr. Beale is a profound danger to the public, and he will spend if not the rest of his life, then the substantial majority of the rest of his life in prison.
The Norfolk Commonwealth's attorney says ahead of the trial, he offered a plea deal. If Beale accepted, the deal would have included a sole first-degree murder charge and life in prison. It would be served at the same time with his sentencing for murders in Virginia Beach.
Everybody has a right to a trial, but I felt that was a fair offer, and it was Mr. Beale's prerogative to decline.
I feel like everything's been justified for right now.
So do you feel that justice has been served today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You had talked to us previously, kind of right after this all happened. Do you regret talking to the media at all before?
When I was talking to the media the first time, I didn't really know that I was talking to the media the first time. Mm-hmm. I was still at that point where I was still blacked out, so when I was talking to the media, when I talked to the detective, I didn't even know that I was saying all that stuff. My first time seeing the video was in court with me talking to them, and from the beginning to the end, I was like, okay, I said all that stuff. And of course, that was used in court against me to find me guilty.
You didn't say a whole lot in court. Why are you talking to the media today?
My reason for talking to the media today is just to let y'all know what happened.
What do you have as far as a message for all the families who are impacted?
Hopefully they can recover from this and get well over time. I know in the first time I talked, I didn't sound very remorseful, but hopefully in due time they can get well and recover and find better days. And I mean, I wish their loved ones was here, but I know right now y'all still taking time to heal. Hopefully it's soon.
Is there anything that you wish you would have said in court?
That I wish I would have said in court? Basically everything was already said before I even said anything.
It was a pretty quick process, the trial.
3 days.
It could have been longer. Do you think you had a fair trial?
It was a pretty fair trial.
At the end, kind of, let's get this shit over with. Why'd you say that?
Because at the end of the day, when they set in my sentencing date, it's March. I've been in the jail 24 months. You set my court date from March all the way to June or July. The family's not trying to keep waiting longer for another court date. They've been waiting 2 years. I've been in here for 2 years. I'm ready to get it over with so that I can move on. Even though I'm behind bars, I'm still ready to move on with my life as well as the family.
Do you regret what you did at all? Do you have any regrets about what you did?
I can't hardly hear you.
Do you have any regrets about what you did?
Hold on. Okay, now what you said?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Do you have any regrets about what happened?
Now from seeing the videos and all that, yes, sir.
Beale will serve a 4th life sentence, this time for the murder of his cousin, Downing McLean.
A judge handing down the sentence in Norfolk today, just a month after Beale received 3 life sentences in Virginia Beach for the murder of his girlfriend and his father figure.
Beale during the hearing today, though his defense team argued McLean's killing was a separate incident from the Virginia Beach shootings, Judge Jamila LaCruz still emphasized it was cold-blooded murder.
Charles McAllister is a close friend of murder victim Downing McLean's family.
We all grew up together in church, singing in the choir.
He met Beale a few months before the man went on a killing spree in Virginia Beach and Norfolk. McAllister says it's no surprise McLean's family didn't show up to court on Friday.
Well, it's hard to take when your nephew kills your son. That's probably one of the reasons why, and he probably didn't want to just face the whole situation again.
Beale will serve a 4th life sentence consecutively with the other 3 he received.
It's tragic for me, and I'm not even a part of the family. I'm just a longtime friend. So I know what they're going through. Mother's son, first cousin, which is her brother's son. That's not an easy pill to swallow.
Now, Beale has been held in Virginia Beach throughout these cases, but he eventually will be transferred to a state prison to serve out his sentences. Marta Berglund, 13 News Now.
If your family is asking questions about your partner that you can't answer, listen. If the person you're with isn't adding to your life, isn't multiplying your blessings, isn't building anything with you, believe what you're seeing. Don't wait until it's too late. Czavi'er Hill was a light. She encouraged people, helped people find their purpose, bought her own house at 25, built her own business, earned 2 master's degrees. She did everything right except one thing. She loved the wrong person. Rest in peace, Czavi'er. Your light was taken too soon, but the lessons from your story, they could save somebody else from walking that same path. Pay attention to the people around you. If they're showing you who they are through their actions, their history, their record, believe them the first time. Your life is too valuable. Your purpose is too important. And some people aren't meant to be saved by you. That's the lesson. That's what we take from this story. This has been Deadly Affairs. See you in the next one.